Hi, this is Sophia Cartman, host of the Dream Big podcast show. Please to learn, laugh, and grow.
And this is Olga Cartman. Welcome to the Dream Big podcast.
We live during times where social media plays one of the key roles in our life. I can barely imagine the time that my mom and dad tell me about where there was no cell phones or iPads. Can you imagine, big dreamers, life without Amazon, YouTube, or Netflix? What do you mean? That is impossible. I don't want to wait months or I don't want to make days just for one toy. I want to hear now, right now.
I know, Sophia, but you also have to remember that social media or big companies like Netflix, Amazon, and others not always have your best interest in mind. They're going after profit, in other words, for money, right? They want to show you images. They want to serve you ads. They want you to buy more and more. Oftentimes, they're playing on our desires and sometimes fears. It also serves as images of ourselves that are far from our own truth.
Today I want to talk to you about 3 common lies that we start believing if we consume a lot of social media. I just want you to be aware. Being aware means being equipped with a secret weapon against poison or spells. Stay tuned to the very end, big dreamers, and I will bust open those lies and tell you that those lies are not okay because they're not good for your emotional or physical health. You know what time it is?
This is episode 325 of the Dream Big podcast, and you know what time it is?
It's time to dream big!
Welcome to the Dream Big podcast show. We're inspiring you to shoot for the moon, take aim and go. We bring to you amazing guests who truly love what they do. Every day they're living their dreams, and so can you. Dream big, take action to reach your goals. Are you pumped yet? It's showtime, let's rock and roll.
Don't get me wrong, big dreamers. I am a huge consumer like you. I love movies and TV shows. They're so fun. My parents, unfortunately, limit my time on YouTube Kids, and Netflix. So from Monday to Thursday, I am doing school, sports, or hobby, swimming in my pool, running Colts, which is one of the things we do at my school in the morning. Sometimes I even run around and use my tiny car I have. But on Friday after school or weekends, I'm about my TV. I will have 2 hours to watch my TV without my screen time going up. And I think it's fun. I get to watch YouTube Kids, Netflix, or Disney. And I think it's fun. I love movies so much I remember phrases and words and even their impressions sometimes. I think maybe I can become an actress or just play in the theater one day. Sometimes when I see something that I like on YouTube, I get mad that I don't have it.
I feel you, Sophia, and I'm pretty sure that adults, big dreamers, feel the same way sometimes. When they see something on social media or TV, there is this feeling that, wow, why I don't have this? Wow, I wish I had that. Or even worse, I don't think I'll ever accomplish this. Wow, look at this actor. Look at this businessman or businesswoman. Wow, where they are and where I am now, it's so far away. I don't think I can do that ever in my life.
If you ever caught yourself thinking that, I have a story for you. About a year ago, I saw a little car that kids could drive. And I saw it so bad, I wanted it. And I was begging and pleading and just saying, Mommy, 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 look at this. This is amazing. And I asked, Would you get that for me? Mom said.
Sophia, I don't think so. You outgrew this car. This car is best for kids up to 5 years old. I don't think you need this car.
I was very disappointed, but that didn't stop me. I kept looking and searching and saying toy cars and everything. And finally, something popped up. I found the perfect size, perfect model car up to kids 9 years old. I was so excited. I rushed to my mom and said, Mom, can we get it? Can we get it? Can we get it?
And Mom said, wow, Sophia, this car is a little pricey. It's about $500, honey. I don't think we can do this right now.
I was still determined. I asked my mom, how could I make money? Mom said,
well, you can start doing a baking sale or maybe sell your old toys and collect money that way.
That's exactly what I did. I did so much. I found some of the toys that I wouldn't need anymore, collected some books, and I also started baking cookies. Soon I had about $100. But that still wasn't enough. Thankfully, my mom and dad chipped in. They put in $100. That made $200. But that still wasn't enough. Then I asked my sister if I could help her with her chickens. She said, sure. And that made me so excited. I collect eggs every morning if they were there. And then, once my sister sold something, I got a little bit of the money. That made me so happy. And, well, I was so happy. And I told my aunt about this toy car. She decided to chip in too. I made about $50 with the eggs, plus 100 more. Then my Bubby chipped in again, and she gave me 100 more. That was just about enough. I was so happy. Big Dreamers, see, I didn't just sit around and cry for hours. I found out ways to get it. And soon I actually got it. Now I'm having fun with my friends in the car playing around in my backyard. So don't believe a lie that you can't accomplish this. Because you can. And that's the good part about it. If there is a will, there is a way.
Big Dreamers, if you want to grow and achieve success, you have to take action. Educating yourself on what you want to achieve and remind yourself that most likely there are no consequences if you fail. What's going to happen if you try your hardest, if you focus? Of course you can accomplish something. Of course you should take action. By the way, we talked about failure in great detail on our last episode, 323. So make sure to listen to that as well. So you will become more confident about accomplishing anything in life.
When I made money for my car, that gave me confidence that I can do things, more things in my life. So don't believe that lie that you can't accomplish this. Just take action and find the ways you can accomplish something. So the second lie is I don't have blank time, money, energy, blank to do it, to work on this, to exercise, to eat healthy. Oh boy, I feel like that is adults' favorite lie to tell themselves.
Wow, Sophia, I think we got caught in this one. It's true, we do say that a lot, and I feel like a lot of kids pick up on that, and they say the same thing, right?
Yep. So, Big Dreamers, let's talk about it. Notice we kids never say that, but we hear a lot of this nonsense from other adults. Little Big Dreamers, don't take this personally, but you don't want to say that when you're an adult. You want to be happy, positive, and do the opposite of what I just said. Remember, we always have time for what's important to us and our priorities. Let's be true to ourselves and others. We don't have time, or maybe we just don't have a desire to do it this time. What do we want to focus on at this moment, is that important to me? For example, when I meet a friend, I get their number. And when we're really close, I say, Mom, can we have a play date? I keep on reminding her every day. And then finally she'll say, okay, we're free and I'll try to schedule a play date today. Because a lot of times my mom says, Sophia, you don't have time for it. You're too busy. Sometimes I feel like I want to just push those aside and have a play date right now. I think that's not real. I want to find time for a play date. So I keep on asking my mom, and finally she says yes, blah, blah, blah. Remember, you can always find time for what's important to you. Be very determined in your decision and never give up. It doesn't mean to whine and nag about it. It simply means find a way to get it done.
Big dreamers, every thought, every action, and inaction you make are your choices. Take full responsibility for managing your life.
And the third lie that grown-ups tell themselves is, others deserve this more than me.
Big dreamers, I feel like mostly adults have that problem because kids are growing up with a sense of, this is my biggest piece of cake. I want to be the first. I deserve this. I want to sit at the table at the best seat. But when we grow up, for some reason, we start believing that others deserve this more than me. We should always remind ourselves to learn how to accept opportunities that life gives to us, not to others. Kids don't feel guilty about having it all until we teach them about it. Remember, yes, sharing is caring, and it's great to give back. It's great to share. But also remember that if you can't help yourself, if your cup is not full, you can't give to others. Your cup should be full as well. Sometimes we give away too much of our energy, too much of our emotional and physical health. We have to start taking care of ourselves first. Look in the mirror and say, I am enough. I am doing my best at this time. I deserve this. I deserve all the best in this world.
First, start with a decision not to listen to negative thoughts and begin appreciating the possibilities. I get rid of negative thoughts by going into my room, climbing on my bunk bed, going to my pillow, crying in my pillow, and then talking to my toys about why I'm feeling negative. And it helps me to release the feeling that I have crumbled up inside, and all my negative thoughts come with it.
And I get rid of negative emotions or negative thoughts by simply imagining they're like little rockets in my head that I want to send out to the universe, up in the sky, and they just disappear. Because self-talk is really important. If we don't talk nicely to ourselves, no one else will.
Second, take action and focus on strategies to create positive change in and around you. For example, I change the place that I'm in. Like if I'm in the house crying to my toys, that might not be a good idea for now. So after I cry to my toys, I go outside and hang out with my chickens and ducks. Well, chickens. Or I go swimming, or slide down the slide, or do a little picnic outside.
That's a great strategy. Thank you, Sophia, for sharing. Yes, moving your body is really, really important because it changes your chemicals inside of your body and releases hormones as well. So you start feeling differently and your mood changes and your thought change and you're not as negative as before and maybe you have a little bit more love to yourself. Also, one more advice, you can do things that you love more often. A lot of times during the day, we're so busy with our stuff that we have to do. We have to run around. We have schedules. We have busy lives. But it's important to do something that you just simply love, that brings you joy. Maybe it's arts and crafts. Maybe it's sport. Maybe it is just laying and looking at the clouds outside. Something that brings you joy, and you consciously notice that. And this will be like a piggy bank of your good emotions that you keep putting little by little more positive emotions, more joy, and more healthy emotional state.
Giving and helping others also brings positive thoughts to your mind. It makes you feel good inside. My mom told me that it's called living an abundance mindset.
It simply means if you learn how to accept what life is giving you, and if you live in an abundance mindset, life is happening for you and not against you. Everything that's happening in life is your lesson. Everything is happening for your good. It's like a muscle. If you practice it daily, you'll appreciate more of what you have. You'll try to give more from the place of abundance. You'll love more from the place of abundance. There is always more where it came from. If it has to do with money or toys or energy or time. Remember, you're always loved. You're always protected. You're always enough.
And as always, I have a challenge for you today.
So the challenge is try to catch yourself or adult on one of the phrases. Remember, we told you 3. I can never accomplish this. It can be different variation. I don't think I can do this. Or, second one, I don't have time, money, energy to work, to exercise, to eat healthy. Or third one, no, I don't think I deserve this right now. Or you see someone being very shy or giving up their spot when they were clearly giving it. Once you see that phrase from yourself or from adults or someone nearby, you can write it down. And then, opposite to that phrase, you can write completely different phrase, the completely opposite. For example, I can't accomplish this. I'll find the way to do this. I don't think I deserve this. Life is happening for me. That's why I will accept this. I don't think they love me. I'm always loved. Once you do that, I'm pretty sure you're going to be very happy about this because your mindset's going to start changing and you will catch yourself and be aware of those phrases, and next time you won't use them anymore. This will help you to live healthier and happier life.
That's all for today, Big Dreamers. Thank you so much for tuning into the Dream Big podcast.
If you enjoyed this episode, then please tell your friends and family about the Dream Big podcast. And again, you can point them to dreambigpodcast.com/325 for this episode show notes. If everyone listening would tell just one person about the Dream Big podcast, that would get our show in front of so many new big dreamers. And that is our goal. This is what we will be so grateful for. If you enjoy the podcast, please take a moment to leave us a review on iTunes at dreambigpodcast.com/iTunes. We do read your reviews and it helps us to get in front of more big dreamers, which is our mission. Please join us on Instagram at Dream Big Podcast.
Thank you so much for tuning into the Dream Big podcast. As always, this is Sophia Cartman
and Olga Karpman,
reminding you that you have unlimited potential. Your dreams are not optional. You need to make them essential. So take a massive action and turn those big dreams into reality. Live with passion the way life was meant to be. See you in the next episode. Bye.